All right, so I wanted to talk about the frustrations of ADHD, and it's one of the things that sort of drives me bananas is that, so if you do have it, you'll end up forgetting things all the time, and you'll try to create sort of reminders and all this kind of stuff, and you end up forgetting about the reminders. So this is my life. The two biggest things that are really difficult for me to deal with, and you know, I was diagnosed with it later on in life, but this has been my whole life. And I realized, like, after watching a couple of videos online of like, holy crap, that's my life. The two most challenging things with having ADHD is the forgetting of sort of different things. And you can set up all sorts of different calendars and stuff. Right now I'm running off to a doctor's meeting that I got to work, and then I looked at my calendar and I forgot that I had a doctor's meeting or a doctor's appointment. So now I'm late, I've got to rush there, and this is like the constant what it's like to have an AD, you know, that sort of your brain that works in that way. And, you know, I have reminders and I have all sorts of different things, but your brain doesn't work in the way that sort of normal people work. Those reminders don't necessarily work all that well. You'll end up not, you either forget, you'll create some sort of reminder system, but then you'll forget to put your thing within the reminder system, or you'll forget to check the reminder system. Whatever the thing is, it just does not work in the same sort of way. So you're constantly forgetting things and running back to go get things and leaving this and leaving that. And you kind of have to be, you know, one of the things, you have to be really adaptive to change. If you're like that, you're not really, don't think in a linear fashion. I just do not think in a linear fashion. I'm very like, let's go from here to there, which made me really adaptive to think of different things. But at the same time, it's like super, super frustrating because you always feel like you're late or you're behind and all of that kind of stuff. So that's the first thing. And the second thing that is so hard to deal with is you'll never remember anybody's names. And it doesn't matter how long you actually know the person. It doesn't remember, it doesn't matter like how many times that you actually see those people. You'll forget their names like all the time. And then you'll forget how to draw those people's names. You can see it kind of in a foggy, sort of ambiguous way in your head of who those people are, but you won't be able to say their names and put all those pieces together. So it's incredibly frustrating to sort of form these things, to put it all together. And there's all these like silly, stupid self-help things about like how to remember people's names and how to remember things and how to get your life together and organized. That works well if you have a brain that sort of works in that way. Maybe. I don't know if it works well. I'm kind of skeptical of all of those sort of things. But for all of us that have a brain that does not work in that sort of way, there's no amount of, techniques and systems and all that kind of stuff that's going to help you sort of put that stuff together. The only thing that you sort of deal with, and I'm assuming medication works well. I'm not going to take medication, but the medication, and as well as just learning how to cope with it and being okay with yourself as you sort of deal with these things. Just realize it's just part of your life, that you're chronically late, chronically forgetting things. You can't remember people's names, and that's just part of how your brain actually works. And you just have to give yourself a heck of a lot of forgiveness, and hopefully other people forgive your craziness that happens. So that's it. That's my journey. That's who I am. And hopefully you enjoy it. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.